Hey, how's it going? Today we're gonna try to get this abandoned lawn roller out and see if we can get it to where it'll be usable again. It's been sitting for quite a few years. My neighbors gave it to me last year, the year before I think. I can't remember. Then I'd sprayed the axle portion of it. Was penetrating oil several times, and I got the roller to free up with a roll. I need to try to get the plugs out of it and see if we can put some water in and try it out. See how this goes. First, we gotta move some stuff out of the way. This is it. I have no idea the manufacturer of it or the year. And I can't remember what they told me about it either. But when I first picked it up, it was rusted solid here, wouldn't turn. Got that taken care of. Now I just need to try to get these plugs out. I've sprayed those several times. It's been a long time since I've messed with them. At the time I wasn't able to get them loose, but we're gonna try it today to see what happens. If we have to, we'll take a torch to it and heat it up. Oh, I just noticed that. Someone had painted it one time, but it is galvanized. Overall, it looks like it held up really well. Let's see what we can do with it. I'm gonna go ahead and put a rag under it so I don't get oil and stuff all over my garage floor. And let's spray these plugs. All right, I'm gonna give that a little time to creep into there. Only it's been quite as long as I wanted to give it, but let's go ahead and try to get those plugs out of there. Well, it's gonna be harder than I thought. It's just that side that has plugs too, isn't it? The issue I have is the whole drum wants to spin. Let's flip it over and try the other plug. All right, I think we're gonna try some heat. Okay, I'm about out of the acetylene here. We're gonna try our best with it. I think we got it. I didn't realize that was a threaded outlet on there. I thought this was going to be like a 3/4 inch plug, but if you look at it, it's a 1/2 inch plug threaded into that outlet. It's spinning out really easy now. So it looks like you had the option of using a 1/2 inch plug or I can't tell if that's pipe thread or if that's, I think that's pipe thread. Maybe there's a 3/4 inch cap would fit on the outside of that. It's all really hot, so I don't want to touch it. Okay, we got it open. I'm gonna let this cool down, and we're gonna fill it full of water, or partially full of water. I don't know how heavy I want to make it. Want it to be behind this Craftsman mower with hydrostatic transmission. That's awesome. I'm glad we got that loose. I did notice that this scraper bar, that's a little loose, and it's actually got different bolts in there. I'm gonna try to roll with that as is. Hopefully we don't pick up too much dirt clods and stuff. I just have a lot of molehills and stuff in my yard right now. I want to get those knocked down, and then I have a spike aerator I'm going to run over the yard, and I want to overseed. I don't know if it's really the right time of year to be doing all this, but I need to try something. Got a lot of bare spots in my yard. Okay, I'm going to let this cool down. We'll come back and we'll put some water in it. The repair on the the loosening of that clamp took care of my issue with the throttle on that mower. I'm gonna go ahead and position it here. It's not quite even there, so it's gonna be pretty close to halfway full. I think that's where I'm gonna start. I need to get a hose out. Let's go ahead and put some water in this thing. We'll let that go till the water starts spraying out of here. We know we'll be full up to that point. Kind of looks like this tank's been repaired here once before. Let's see if there's any other holes in it. Or any holes in it still that we need to take care of. See how long this takes. While we're waiting on that to fill, I'm gonna go ahead and grab some oil and spray these axles again. I'm gonna use something that's a little longer lasting than just penetrating oil. I'm gonna use some gear oil that I have open. Probably for my wife's Jeep. If you haven't seen those videos, check them out. Hopefully that'll get down in there. Not make too big of a mess. Ideally, I would have got both those plugs out, and I still might, actually. Put some oil on the other side. And while that soaks in, I'll go ahead and put the plug in there. It looks like this was a steel plug. Probably be better off if I get some, if I get the other one out too, replace both those with brass plugs. Be less likely to seize in there. That ought to take care of that. We'll wipe the excess oil off the other axle. I guess it'd be an axle. I don't know what else to call that. Let's go try it out. All right, that is not enough weight. That made no difference at all. So we're gonna go ahead and put some more water in there. I'm actually gonna fill it up to this point, I think. And I've got to do something with this scraper bar here because it's just flopping around all over the place. So I'll grab some more tools. I'll get the hose going in this first, and then we'll grab some more tools. See what we can do with it. Also, I felt really no resistance pulling that. And I was thinking about it. I put that garden trailer behind this thing and I load it down with firewood. I doubt this is going to be any more weight than that. I'm gonna let this go as is. It's either going to fill up enough where it starts blowing water out of here, or it's going to pressurize enough where it blows this hose back out of here. One of the two. Either way, I'll leave you right there so you can witness it. I don't know if I want to be standing here. Probably gonna get wet. And that one just broke. We'll try fixing that part of it another time. Head of that bolt go on that over. I'm gonna offset you from the direction of that, so it's not a direct spray on the camera. Look at this turkey. Come on, Raya. Raya, come. Come on. Come on. She thinks she's hot stuff. You can go inside? Let's go inside. Come on. Good girl. Good girl, Raya. That was it. Looks like we're getting close to that level there. We're about there. I'm gonna call that good enough. I guess we always had the tank rupturing as a third option, but let's go roll over some molehills. See how heavy it feels to start with. It's got some weight to it, but it's really not that crazy heavy still. I ought to measure it and figure out how much weight it actually would hold if it was all the way full. All right, a couple notes. It's still not enough weight. Does it help? Yes. But it's not the result I thought it would be. And also, I really need to get this scraper bar put back on here. I'm catching a lot of mud and stuff on there. Sticking pretty well to that drum. And I think what I might have to do I don't think I'm gonna get that out. I'm going to grind that off flat and drill and tap new holes for those bolts. But it's not gonna happen today. So I'm gonna go put this away and put this on hold for a little bit. And we'll revisit this project. And it definitely helped. I'm not saying it didn't do anything. Maybe my expectations were a little too high. But also there's room to put more water in that drum too. So a little more weight might help it more. We'll see. I'm gonna get that scraper bar fixed first. And then we'll put some more weight in it. And try it again. Look at all these holes. Thanks for watching. See you on the next one.